Hello, everybody. Welcome back. My name is John. This is my channel, your Renaissance Man. And going with the theme of not knowing which direction my channel's going yet, there's a rant that I've had in the back of my head for a long time about a product I've had problems with for years, and it's made by Pepsi. But before I get to all that, first I want to thank our subscribers. You guys are awesome. Thank you very much for subscribing. That's what helps us out the most as a new channel. If you're not subscribed and you're willing to do so, it'd be greatly appreciated if you did. And if you're currently a subscriber, if you could support us by either like, commenting, or sharing, that'd be great. So, back, 3-4 years ago, today's date is, what are we going to say? August 9th, 2024. Today's date. So I don't know what time in the world you'll see this video. 3 years from now, as soon as I release it, don't know. But so Pepsi Cola, the second largest cola producer in the United States, had a problem with their product for a very long time, for years now. And to the point that I don't even buy that product in a certain shape or in a certain packaging anymore. So back during I don't even know if we can mention this on YouTube yet, because it's been a controversial topic, and you can get your videos taken down for mentioning certain things. And so we'll say it's the time when there was a lot of lockdowns and there was a certain ailment that was affecting the population around globally. And so that's the time frame it happened. I don't think it's related to that incident or that malady at that time. I think the only way that it is related to that is that there was production problems in companies, because we weren't able to get all our products into this country for production for some types of food or products that are produced here that we use outside sources, materials outside the country to carry it out. So may have been supply chain issues that were related to this that triggered it. I don't know. I've never gotten a straight answer from Pepsi. I've tried to reach out to them several times, and I'll get into depth. We'll go all the way down the rabbit hole. But so, this is in and around what they call real sugar Pepsi, and I was off Pepsi for a long time, because it had contributed to weight gain and other problems of soda and all the stuff that's why soda's bad. And so what got me into real sugar Pepsi was the real sugar part, because corn syrup's bad, evil, all that kind of stuff. And it was kind of the crutch or the excuse for me to get back into it. It's like, oh, but this doesn't have corn syrup, and corn syrup's evil, so this is the better soda. Granted, I you don't have to get in the comments and tell me all soda's bad. I do generally agree with that. So I'm not thinking that real sugar Pepsi is a health food by any means. So, but anyways, so I started drinking real sugar Pepsi. And during the time that I told you a few seconds ago that we're having all these problems around globally, I noticed it was harder to get real sugar Pepsi and at my retailer, my grocery store. And noticing that I had to buy it sometimes in the smaller cans, which I think they're like 7.5 ounce or something like that. And your standard can was 12 ounces. And so I was normally buying it in 12 packs. And then the flavor shifted. And there was to the point that I didn't drink it and I threw them away. And so I contacted their customer service, and I had tried multiple ways, get that out in the front here right away, that I've tried it on many levels to reach them, or at least everything that was available to me. I tried to call their phone numbers of their local bottling facilities where I live. That was impossible. That's just not the type of call. It's just not a phone system you can get into. They're not prepared to deal with those type of calls. So, I don't fault them for that. Using their actual, I don't know if it was a 1-800 number or a 188 number, but I did use their phone system, and I also tried to email. So I did try all avenues to resolve this. And so the flavor was tasted wrong. It took a shift from the way it was. And I reached out to them and said, it doesn't taste right. And, oh yeah, sorry that happened. Must have been a bad batch. Give us the product information. We'll record it and we'll send you some coupons. And then of course the coupons were for exactly what I purchased, 12 ounce, 12 pack, blah, blah, blah. But again, wait a while. Still, same bad flavor, wrong flavor, whatever you want to call it. Didn't taste like it normally did. I started buying 6 packs of the 7.5 ounce cans. Tasted the way it was supposed to taste, or at least the way I remembered it. And I'm like, okay, I'll start buying these. That's the flavor, the taste that I recognize it for, and that's tastes right to me. I'm going to buy them in this packaging now. So that got me past that dilemma. Occasionally I'd buy a 12 pack again to see if it had been corrected. I mean, this is over a span of like 3 years. This is not a, this was not a one and done situation. This is for a long time. This is painfully difficult to try and communicate with this large corporation. So dabbling back and forth, then call them again. Oh yeah. I mean, sorry, you got a bad batch, blah, blah, blah. Here's a coupon, mail me some coupons. But it's a coupon for the stuff that the 12 ounce, 12 pack, which is the only packaging I'm experiencing this problem with Real Sugar Pepsi, is the 12 ounce, 12 packs. And in my region, it wasn't available in a 24 pack. So there was no way to try it that way. So the only way I could purchase it was either in the 7.5 ounce cans. I believe it's 7.5. I don't remember for sure, or the 12 ounce. And I did not experience the same problem in the 7.5 ounce cans. So I would call them every time I dabbled in the 12 ounce, and it's like, oh yeah, sorry, blah, blah, blah. Give us the product information. We'll record it and da, 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 da. So every time I called, it was a call center. I mean, it was easy to tell it was somewhere else in the world. And not to make it sound like that was the issue, but I could tell that me trying to explain myself and articulate myself, just like I am in this video, that, there's a problem with your product. I only notice it in the 12 ounce packaging and the 12 packs. But when I buy it in your 6 packs of the 7.5 ounce, it's the way it should be. And they would just always attribute it to being a bad batch. Well, it's been going on for years, and I still can't get them to understand that there's something wrong with that product and that size of packaging that's different from the 7.5 ounce. And I get it. I haven't ever worked customer service for a large corporation, done phone call work like that, but I do have my own businesses, and I do customer service one-to-one with my customers, of course, due to the size of our business being that small. But I could not get them. I understand they're probably working from a script. If customer says this, then they get options and they ask more questions. What about this? What about that? Is it this? Is it that? And they just keep honing in on it. And then they offer you a coupon for getting a bad batch. And I very much have tried to explain myself in such a way that hopefully they understand what I'm talking about. And I've never gotten a reply that acknowledges that, yeah, we understand what you mean. Oh my God. Yes. We'll look into that. No, I've never gotten a response like that. And eventually you just give up. It's like, as good as your efforts are and as valiant as your efforts are to try and help them rectify a situation, to no avail. It hasn't happened. It hasn't worked in our region. And I mean, I don't believe I'm crazy and that it's manufactured in my own head, because I go to other states and try the product, the same real sugar, and the real sugar, product is not available in every state. But when I see it somewhere else, I grab it and try it, like at a gas station. It's like, that's exactly what I remember. That's the way it's supposed to be. Yes, it does exist. And then I'll buy Pepsi in another state and bring it home. It's like, I can't buy it at my own local grocery store, but I can buy it other parts of the country, and it doesn't have this bad taste in it. And me as a problem solver type and, that type of mind, it's like me trying to figure it out in my own head. Do you not rinse out the vat between two products, and you mix it up in the same, the same tub, the same vat, the same keg, whatever, however you make your product. Is it mixed in the same container as another product and you don't clean it out? Or is it run through a line that, a hose that fills the cans and you need to flush it out between every time you switch products? Are you, is there a carryover flavor? Because I got a buddy that does, he flushes out beer lines at bars, so I've learned about, because that's what led me down to that road. He has a business that's solely around cleaning out the beer lines because, beer can grow bacteria and stuff because of the yeast. And so your local bars should be flushing out their lines periodically because stuff will start to grow in it and make it taste, give it that bad taste. And so then think about it that way. And it's like, but I can't convey that to anybody. I can't reach anybody that understands what I'm talking about. So you just reach that level of frustration where it's just like, whatever. I tried. I mean, maybe it's a sign from a higher power that I should quit drinking Pepsi, but I'm too determined not to. I don't know. I don't know what to do with it. But so Pepsi, if you're watching, if you'd like to contact me or talk to me, I'd be happy to talk to you and explain the difference with your product where I live in my part of the country and explain it in great detail. I've even, like I said, I've tried to call local offices, but they're production plants. They're not prepared to deal with that. There is no direct number, that kind of stuff. So anyways, this is a rant completely off of what we've talked about, but anything else on this channel. But like I said, at this time, we're just throwing stuff out there, see what you guys like, listen to, whatever. So yeah, Pepsi, I'm willing to talk to you if you're willing to listen. But anyways, thank you to our subscribers. You guys are awesome. If you haven't subscribed yet and you're willing to do so, please subscribe. It's something that helps us out the most as a new channel. And if you're currently subscribed, if you can continue to support us by either like, commenting, or sharing. So with that, thank you very much for watching. Hope you have a great day. We'll talk to you soon. God bless.